just can't stop thinking about that it's in my medical records that I should not be allowed to make this art. Like, how is this piece hurting you? How is this piece causing anyone else any kind of pain or suffering? I know I'm giving voice to pain. I know I'm giving voice to the fact that I'm hurting. But why would a therapist and then another therapist, without really looking at the art at all? I mean, she only saw one picture, and then the other one was just going off of the first's insistence that my art has no intrinsic value. But why write it in my records? Why take what is probably their desire to never see suffering or pain, and then say that I shouldn't be allowed to do this? She threatened me with a borderline diagnosis if I didn't stop. As if at this point, with the agony I'm in, that would be terrifying. They're not helping me anyway. Anyway, I know it has nothing to do with anything and nobody else gives a damn. My pain is mine, and we don't live in a society where we really help other people with things like that. I mean, just look at how we demonize disability and mental illness. Like, I had no chance. But why take the one thing that gives my life meaning and joy and fills me with loving and compassion and say it's evil, and say I shouldn't be allowed to do it just because it's ugly? I admit I'm not a good artist. As my ex used to say, if I were, success would have just found me. I wouldn't have, worked with social media. I wouldn't have had a website. I would have just found myself fabulously wealthy. I mean, that he didn't seem to bother him, but why are we so consumed with the fact that, I mean, I know this isn't going to make money. I know everyone's, made it very clear to me that I really don't have a future with this. And they have for, a good solid 30 years. And I've just kept making art. And honestly, even it bugged me when my ex asked me to change my name so he wouldn't be associated, because he thought the art was so bad. I changed my name. I kept, we got divorced, but I've kept arting. I didn't bug people with it more than, if they found my website or my social medias. I stopped reaching out to the local artists that had blown me off when I got disabled. There is something very profound about, if you're not of use to people, they just stop caring. And even that didn't bug me too much. I got it. But what about this moment strikes so many white women, because that's, who's doing it, with such anger that they would use their power to try and make sure I can't do this if I'm ever, in a position where I'm not able to advocate for myself or, buy myself art supplies. Today's been horrible. I really feel like the pain broke something in me with this apogee. Decades of self-control and just the ability to hold emotion at bay just seems to be gone. And I hope I get it back. I've lost other things like this before, like, there was this summer I couldn't write. 18 months of not being able to see, like, it's happened. That's why I'm kind of mystified nobody will believe me, because we have the records of these things. They're just, more than one click away. Anyway, I don't think she's evil. I think she's in a lot of pain too. But I think she'd laugh if she got a chance.